see my screen? Okay. There's just a lady that needs to be admitted. Okay, so it's one of my favorite blends because it's wonderful for emotional support. It's literally like a sunshine in a bottle, and the little picture that I got was really amazing. It really just brings out what this little bottle is all about. It has a beautiful, bright, and spicy aroma that uplifts your mood, and it helps chase away those low, heavy feelings. It obviously has wonderful oils like wild orange, clove, so that is what gives it that nice spicy feeling or smell. And it's got star anise, lemon myrtle, nutmeg, vanilla, cinnamon bark, and Zidravet's essential oils. It's also known as the oil of cheerfulness, and it's perfect when you're really feeling emotionally drained or stuck or just discouraged. I personally like using it in the morning when I need to face a tough day or after a stressful moment. It's a wonderful oil. And the best part, it comes as a touch roller. So it's already diluted with fractionated coconut oil, so you can roll it against straight onto your wrists or your heart space anytime you need a little bit of a lift. Now, what was unfortunately, sorry, I am an educator, so I love really doing a lot of research. So I wanted to know what Zidravet's essential oils are. So I've never heard of it before. So it's not a specific oil that we have in dōTERRA, but it's an unusual type of geranium with a long history of traditional use in Bulgaria. And where its name actually translates to a health plant. It's also sometimes known as true geranium. It grows wild at high altitudes on the Balkan Peninsula, and it's known for its therapeutic properties, and that's probably why it was put into this beautiful blend. And it's also wonderful to help relax and unwind the body. All right, then we get to, so what can you use chia for? It's so versatile and it's really super easy to use because it comes in that beautiful bottle. In South Africa, we don't have the small 5 ml bottles. We only have the roller bottle, which is still wonderful. So it's for topical use, obviously. You just roll it onto your pulse points, like your wrists, your neck, or even over your heart. And I often use it as a natural perfume. I put it in my bag, and if I feel like just a little bit of an upliftment, I use it like that. It smells amazing, and people always ask what I'm wearing. So a few ways to use chia is actually for blood sugar balancing, and it's obviously because of the cinnamon in there. And you can rub a few drops on the bottom of your feet, on the back of the neck and the chest. Cinnamon, ginger, and clove in this blend are known to support healthy blood sugar levels. Then for menstrual support, which was quite an interesting one for me, if you inhale it from cupped hands and apply to pulse points during emotional stress or hormonal fluctuations, it's great during PMS, those days when you really feel, not that I have it anymore, but those days when you really feel, oh my word, I'm not going to cope going into this menstruation period, and those times when your mood really swings up and down. Then digestion and bowel support. You can dilute it and rub it on your tummy and the soles of your feet. So if for some reason you are out of your Zengest or perhaps your ginger or your peppermint, then you can use this one quickly if you need one. You can literally rub it on the tummy and the soles of your feet. Again, ginger and clove in there are the ones that help support this digestion and the gut. And then calm hysterical feelings and relieve feelings of depression. Somewhere along the line, I actually read a little testimonial of a mom who used it on her kid really during an overwhelm or sensory overload. So wonderful for kids that struggle with ADHD or autism, just to give them that calm, soothing, especially for those emotional outbursts. Then relieve feelings of depression, again, because of that wonderful wild orange in there. You can use it as an emotional anchor. And obviously you can use it multiple times during the day to gently lift heaviness. It sets a positive tone for your day and it aligns your energy with joy and purpose. Then an emotional first aid for mom. So keep your chia touch in your bag for those tough mom moments when you really feel, I'm going to kill this child. I know we're not supposed to, but sometimes we do feel like that, especially when they're little, even when they're big. Just a little swipe over your heart or your neck while you're saying your affirmations can really change everything. And you can also pair it with a simple affirmation like, I choose joy and I allow positivity to flow through me. If you use affirmations, that's a really nice one to do. So you can apply topically or aromatically. We do not have, you cannot put it in a diffuser because remember it's already diluted in fractionated coconut oil. But you can definitely use it on your hands in the cupping method as well. And especially during these grey winter days that we are going into now in South Africa, it's really going to lift those emotions. Patchouli, this is not one specifically that I love. It's a very, got an earthy, rich, musky, sweet aroma. It's often used in perfume and cologne. And either you love this one or you hate it. And I actually grew to appreciate it when I did my research on it. And I've definitely taken it out of my bag and I've actually put it into my serum for my face. So it's deeply grounding with a rich earthy aroma that's both musky and sweet. And it's actually part of the mint family. And it has been used for centuries in perfumes and spiritual rituals. And emotionally, it's a powerhouse, especially for anxiety and stress, or if you're feeling disconnected from your body or your emotions. It's also found in some of doTERRA's most emotionally supportive blends like Console for grief and loss, and Whisper for feminine balance, and In Tune for concentration. You can try applying it to your neck, your temples, or diffusing it after a long day. If you don't mind the smell, some people, as I said, might not like that rich, musky, sweet aroma. Or pair it with vetiver on the soles of your feet for deeper emotional support. It's really quite an interesting oil. And I'm definitely going to use it much more. So this was really nice. A study published in the Asian Pacific Journal of Tropical Biomedicine showed that patchouli, especially when used alongside oils like lavender and bergamot, is incredibly effective for anxiety and emotional grounding. It may ease stress, reduce anxiety, and boost mood, and has in studies been proven to actually increase levels of dopamine in the brain. And remember, dopamine plays a role as a reward center and in many body functions such as memory, movement, motivation, attention, mood, and satisfaction. So according to research actually done by Dr. Scott Johnson, patchouli is also one of those preferred essential oils during the first trimester of pregnancy. And there's a little bit of an infographic for you to tell you exactly what, as I said, it's from the mint family, but if they actually use the leaves for the essential oil part of it, and they use about 1.5 pounds of leaves to make a bottle of patchouli. So quite interestingly on that. And there are more than 89 published studies on the benefits of patchouli. So really a powerhouse that you might just think of starting to use. That was a perfume recipe that I got, and I actually thought I'm going to try it because I love the smell of lime. I love the smell of fennel. So let's see. Maybe I'm going to try it and let you guys know what it smells like. All right. So for skin and hair, beyond emotional support, it's a superstar for skincare and wellness. That's why I said to you, I put it now in my serum for my skin. It actually rejuvenates your skin cells. It helps with wrinkles, with scars and blemishes, and is excellent for both oily and dry skin types. If you're dealing with eczema or cracked skin or hormonal acne, adding a few drops to your moisturizer can actually make a big difference. It also strengthens the scalp and hair, helping to reduce dandruff and hair thinning. So also one that you can put in your shampoo and your hair serums. It has an antifungal and antiseptic property, so it's wonderful for treating athlete's foot, for minor cuts or infections. It's even effective as a natural deodorant or a bug repellent. Internally, patchouli essential oil may actually aid a healthy digestive tract, and it was used historically as an internal cleanser or a detoxing agent. You can, as I said, also use it for perfume or cologne. And one of my favorite blends is patchouli with peppermint. I tried it and it's really a wonderful smell. It's invigorating yet very grounding. So try it as a DIY mouth rinse or post-work massage oil to release tension and really feel refreshed. So get out your patchouli. It's really something that I think, and this is what makes these monthly promotions so amazing, because now you have the opportunity of learning about oils that you might not have thought about at all. So yes, very, very invigorating one for me that was as well. Then again, we've got our wonderful enrollment special store. So if you enroll with a 50 PV, you get your enrollment waived. And if you enroll with 100 PV, you get your enrollment waived and a welcome oil, which is Citrus Bliss, which is really a wonderful oil. It contains your wild orange peel, lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, bergamot, tangerine, clementine, and vanilla bean. It's a beautiful oil to diffuse in your home. It has very, very uplifting mood. I tried it in my home. It really works to bring everybody onto the same page. My husband can sometimes be very, very black and white, and this really makes him just relaxed a little bit and not as in Afrikaans, we call it puntenerig. I don't know what the English word is for that, but set in black and white. So it makes him a little bit more relaxed. So it creates a harmonious blend that smells like sunshine in a bottle. It's a beautiful, zesty, sweet, and slightly creamy thanks to the vanilla as well. It uplifts mood. It promotes a sense of energy and joy, and it helps reduce feelings of stress or overwhelm. It also naturally cleanses the air and surfaces, so you can use it in your home cleaning agents like your bicarb and your vinegar to clean the home with. Just think about that wonderful smell dissipating through the air. And it can also support a positive atmosphere in homes, offices, or classrooms. So again, I think this is really something that it's my pet project that I've always wanted to do, is to get these essential oils with a diffuser into every home, every doctor's room, every estate agent, doesn't matter. Everybody needs to have these oils with a diffuser, especially in their reception area where people walk into. So then we still have our wonderful Deep Blue Rub and Deep Blue Stick. I am going to have to get as much as I can to get another Deep Blue Rub and Deep Blue Stick, because this is an absolute steal. So if you purchase an LRP to the value of 200 PV or an enrollment of 200 PV, you get these two absolutely free until the 15th of June. That's 1,300 rands worth of saving. That's a massive saving. And it's wonderful for pre or post workout muscle support. Occasionally also for back and neck. I've got a very sore neck this morning and I started using my Deep Blue Stick. I cannot do it without it. And if you are anything like me, I've actually taken all my Deep Blue Sticks and I've opened them all and I've melted it a little bit and put them all back again so that I can get as the whole container completely emptied out. So if you as like me, I am trying to get as much of my little Deep Blue out if I can. Wonderful for back, neck, shoulder, or joint discomfort. I struggle with carpal tunnel because obviously I work with my hands as a beauty therapist. And this is all that keeps me going. My Deep Blue Stick is with me morning and evening. After I've done a client, I put it on. It's the only thing that keeps me going and keeps me from having an operation. It also contains your copaiba essential oil or Deep Blue Stick, which is known for its calming properties and synergy with soothing oils. And then remember, your Deep Blue Stick contains the highest amount of menthol and methyl salicylate, which is 10%, for that cooling, tingling sensation. And that is also the reason why it is known, why they can actually put on the bottle topical analgesic. It's best for on-the-go use like the gym, the purse, travel, targeted relief without using hands. Again, if I have a headache at all, that's the first thing I grab is my Deep Blue Stick. And I literally put I rub it on the sides of my, I tend to have quite a bit of migraines, on the side of my temples, on my forehead. I sometimes even put it over my sinuses. Just be careful that it doesn't come in your eyes. My eyes might be a bit burny. In the back of the neck, just to give you that calming and just to get rid of all of that stress that you or the tension that you might be struggling with. And then obviously your Deep Blue Stick is for anyone that doesn't want to use the cream or have their hands full of the cream as well. The copaiba in here, again, in your Deep Blue Stick provides beta-caryophyllene to support the endocannabinoid system, particularly the CB2 receptor activation, helping the body to regulate inflammation and pain perception naturally. Remember that your menthol immediately cools the skin. So one of my wellness advocates contacted me just now saying that her little grandchildren have all got fever, and I said to her, take your deep blue stick or your especially and your peppermint and just layer it on the back just to give you that cooling effect as well. Remember that the camphor boosts blood flow and warms the skin and aids in deep relief as well. Again, great for stiff joints, people that struggle with arthritis or chronic tension. And then the aloe vera in there moisturizes the skin and prevents irritation. And eucalyptus obviously enhances respiratory clarity. Just a quick testimonial. My dad, in August, my dad would have, died 3 years ago. In August, it would be 3 years. So just before he died, he was almost 92. So he literally, every morning, he sat with his mouth open. He got a drop of copaiba and a drop of frankincense in his mouth. He looked like a little bird. In any case, that's besides the point. But he struggled with lung issues. He couldn't breathe. He had asthma. He had degenerative lung disease, etc. So just before, about 4 or 5 months before he died, I came in here on the Sunday morning and he couldn't breathe and he was really struggling. And he has a little asthma pump, but before, and he doesn't use it obviously, or he didn't use it. And then I immediately realized that I have to get him to the hospital. I measured his oxygen level because in COVID, everybody had oximeters. I measured it, it was 84%, which is really low. So I knew that I had to get him to the hospital as quick as possible. But if you know anything about old people, it's really difficult to get them up and ready, etc., etc. So I immediately took a drop of peppermint and some deep blue rub, actually not the stick, and I put that on his chest, on the front and the back. He hated it because it was cold, but I put it on. And within 10 minutes, I measured it again. It was 92%. So that just shows you the amazing power of these essential oils. And I'll always be very, very grateful for that moment when I actually realized how amazing this is. So your deep blue rub and your deep blue stick, here are some wonderful befores and afters and testimonials. We all know Rory McIlroy. If you're in my house and you're a golf, in my house, everything is golf. So when I started the journey with dōTERRA, my husband and my son was, don't come near me with the oils until I got deep blue rub or deep blue stick. And now they are, oh, my arm is sore, my head is sore, whatever. It's just deep blue rub and deep blue stick. So Rory McIlroy is a pro golfer, professional golfer. He uses our deep blue stick. So just to show you that it is something that is used by lots of people for pain relief as well. So there are just 10 ways to use your deep blue rub and your deep blue stick. As I said, wonderful for layering over your essential oils like your deep blue oil or your copaiba and your lemongrass as well. These are really, really powerful. Then very excitingly, let's get to the last one.
Yeah, there's no sound. We're only seeing pictures. Otherwise, we don't hear anything.
Okay, so just for interest's sake, I must tell you that anything I see somebody drew on my picture here. I don't know why, but in any case, I just want to tell you that anything in dōTERRA that comes in a stick, please get it for yourself because it's your deep blue stick. It's your frankincense stick that just came out now. The breathe stick is absolutely amazing. I don't know if any of you have tried it. So it's just so easy to sell because it's so easy to apply. I mean, I love the essential oils, but these are just amazing ways of getting people to understand the value of these and to use it easily and quickly. So frankincense, we know, has earned its title as the king of oils. And they just launched in South Africa the Frankensticks and Naya wood. which is your new favorite way to apply frankincense essential oil topically. So I make myself a skin serum with frankincense in it. I'm definitely going to go on using that, but I'm definitely going to get myself the frankincense stick. And it's innovative, easy to use, also includes the Niawood essential oil with optimized levels of alpha bisabolol to deliver restorative, topical benefits and promote the look of renewed and revived skin. You can use it if you, for instance, have a headache. So you can layer it with your Deep Blue stick on the back of the neck, because frankincense is known for its relief in anxiety, for just relaxing you, for helping with any of those, for pain and inflammation, just to help and if you would use the two together, obviously remember that frankincense is an activating oil as well. So it's obviously going to help to actually exacerbate or make the effect of your Deep Blue stick even better, I would think. I haven't used it like that, but I would think that that is what is going to happen. So you can use it daily to restore your skin, soothe minor irritations, wonderful for sensitive skin, to support the skin's natural barrier. Now, if you've watched any of my skin continued education classes, you'll know that skin is my passion. So the skin's natural barrier is just as important as the gut microbiome. And you've got a skin microbiome as well, and we are constantly being bombarded and removing that with wrong products, too many alcohols on the skin, using incorrect cleansers, etc. So this is a great way to actually support and repair that skin natural barrier, because it's there for a reason. This is the only thing that is protecting you from the outside environment. It's the first line of defense in the body, promoting healthy looking skin. You can enjoy rapid absorption, smooth application, and powerful synergy between your frankincense and your Niawood oils, which is also known for its anti-inflammatory effects. And it provides soothing, comforting aroma, and it's free of any parabens, phthalates, and synthetic fragrance, just as doTERRA has always promised. And it promotes healthy looking skin. As I said, frankincense we know is the king of oils. And it really is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stick. I'm super excited about this. So I did a little compilation of what Dr. Hill said about the stick on the next video, so you can enjoy that. Just a short snippet of the video that he made with him.
Because this is topical application. And we talk about using oils topically, but this is designed specifically for topical application. And so anything to do with skin, and in the fact that we added Niawood into it, which is very high in alpha bisabolol, which once again just complements all the attributes that we want to bring out in good, healthy skin. And using the stick is a convenient way to do that. So I think this is where we're headed to in the future. It's not about what new oils are we discovering now. We have a lot of oils, but how do we use them more effectively? How do we use them more efficiently? And so for me, the stick is just another representation, as simple as it may seem, of how dynamic it is and the value of frankincense that comes from all the different ways we can use it. So I love the frankincense stick. I think it's genius personally. It's one of those that I kind of look at and go, what did it take us so long to do this for? Right. People should think of this as more than just an essential oil product. It's a beauty product as well, right? It does have a lot of healthy benefits. We don't need to go into all the details of that, but this is really about healthy skin, not just when we have a specific need for health for the skin, but everyday health. And so I think you're using it perfectly.
Awesome. I love that. That's so good. While you were talking, I was sitting here thinking I do aroma touch on my children often, and I feel like the stick would kind of play into that. Is that against your rules?
Could you push her off the couch?
I'm so sorry.
No, you cannot add frankincense into the aroma touch.
Okay, this is.
But I will tell you, if I were not doing the aroma touch, I hate to be so straightforward.
No, you're just fine.
No, don't do that. You're going to disrupt all of the chemistry and everything that has been put into the aroma touch with those 8 specific oils.
Okay.
But I would love this with, I envision a mother putting that on her child's spine and helping them just to relax. I envision somebody putting it on the bottom of their feet. It's been a particularly stressful or hard day or a difficult day. Or why would we not use that as a part of the hand technique? I mean, I don't think there's a limit to the ways that we can use this, but I have to say, because if I don't, people will say, so I can use frankincense
Yeah,
then
I'm
in
really
the
glad.
aroma touch?
This was good.
No, don't. Just use it outside of that. But absolutely,
Okay.
use it for that framework. Remember, it's not just, even though we're applying it to the skin, this is going to be the same with all essential oils. There's other downstream benefits that we see. We're still going to get some systemic value that comes from that. And so all of those properties come into play. So really, it's more than just I'm applying it to my skin because I want to look different. All of the epigenetics, because we have pharmacodynamics, all the things that we've done and that everybody's familiar with. While they may not have perfect understanding of that, I want them to know that frankincense represents more than just another stick that we added to the three or so sticks that we already have. It represents more than that. It's a progression and a sign for what we're going to do in the future. We have to become more specific about dosage, and we have to become more specific about delivery. And so frankincense is a little unique because even though we've understood all the value of frankincense, our delivery has really just been limited to what we do with the essential oil. And here's a step forward where we say, no, let's be specific about our topical application now. And here's a good way that we can do that. You can still use the oil topically, but here's a good way we can do it for longer lasting, more sustained benefit. And it's a sign or a progression of where we're headed to in the future. It's not more about how many more oils can we create, how many more blends can we create. It's how do we use what we have in the most effective ways possible. And so while some may look at this and say that's a pretty small thing that we created a frankincense stick, it's what it represents is pretty significant, because it's a view into what's happening in the future and what you're going to see more of. And for that, I personally am really excited because nobody else is doing those things. Nobody else has taken the time to say anything beyond other than, yeah, essential oils are great. They're great, but they're wonderful if you know how to use them, and you can expand the ability and the convenience of people to be able to use them in meaningful ways. So that's what I would really want people to look for this for. And then I got to say, and use it. It doesn't do us any good if we don't use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is, I just had to put that in because I think it's important that we see where the founders come from and why they decided to do this. So, what are the benefits? Obviously, it restores your skin, it promotes healthy skin cells. So, lots of skin rejuvenation. You can apply it to fine lines, blemishes, scars, and dry spots because it promotes smooth, radiant, youthful skin. It's calming and grounding. As he said, roll it onto your temples, behind your ears, over your heart, under your feet, whatever it might be. It helps ease stress, overwhelm, or racing thoughts. For daily immune support, apply to the bottoms of your feet every morning and every night. It also supports the skin's natural barrier, wonderful for skin imperfections, head and neck tension. So massage it onto the temples, the back of the neck and the shoulders. I cannot wait for this one. Works wonderfully with your peppermint touch for a tension relief combo, for emotional clarity. And remember that it does not contain any parabens, phthalates, and synthetic fragrances. And it's also great for cellular support or cell health support if you do it over the spine or the soles of the feet, and also for menstrual or hormonal balance over the abdomen, the lower back during your cycle, and even after sun or skin irritation. Apply gently to calm redness or minor skin discomforts, and pair with your lavender touch for that as well. So that is the frankincense stick. I think I hope they have enough stock of this because I think it's going to sell out very quickly. So that is me for this evening, and I hope you learned something really wow, and that that I taught you something that you maybe did not know. Lebogang, you are. There we go.
Wow, Emerald, I was trying to unmute myself. Wow, that was so informative. I think that video is just for a new product launch that we're having. That was brilliant because it answers the questions that some of our leaders might be sitting there and say, this is another thing for fragrance and how do we use it? So I think that was just a cherry on top. Thank you so much. This was so much informative. I loved it. I loved everything. And I'm looking at the chats. You know what? Thank you so much. Very informative. So powerful. Thank you. Indeed, you were very great, Emerald. Thank you so much for taking your time and sharing this with us. I quickly just want to share, for those that might have joined us late, I think it is only fair. Can you see my screen? Cool. I spoke about this webinar when we started the call, and we had other people joining us late. I'm resharing it so that you can get the QR code to scan it. We are having a webinar on the 25th of June. It's happening at 7 p.m. It is free, no charge at all. Please share it wide with your teams. You know what? I can also use this to invite some of my customers that I know that religiously every month they order because they love the products. And, you know, you don't want them to miss on this. We have themed this, fuel and accelerate your wellness. Wellness, whether it is products, you know, wellness, whether it is financial wellness, because other people are joining the business because they want to make it, as a business. We are also going to talk to you about how you can make 8,000 Rand with dōTERRA as a new person or as an existing person immediately when you start putting a correct structure to maximize a compensation plan. It's June, we've got a new compensation plan that has been enhanced to support your businesses. We've putting more money now into the lower ranks so that they can grow and have good structures to maximize the earnings that have always been there. But because people did not take a closer look to their structures, you don't want to miss this webinar. Scan the QR code. Please do register. We don't ask for a lot. It's just the details. And I've seen a question here that says, I did register. Should I do it again with the QR code? No, if you've done it once is enough. We've got your details. Those who haven't done that before, please do. And for the leaders that are on our email, database, whatever email you got, when we share with you, we're going to be sharing on WhatsApp as well on all our platforms. Make sure that you share to your teams, you share to your customers. We would, if you're going to miss this, I promise you, I mean, this is something that when I look at it, there'll be a lot of information. There'll be a lot of takeaways from this webinar. We are having guest speakers coming to talk to us about this. You can't miss. I'm looking forward to seeing a whole lot of you, and more have registered. If you haven't done so, please make sure, and don't do it just for yourself. Do it for you and get your teams. Go on your WhatsApp groups, share this and tell them that they don't want to miss it. We're anticipating to have 1 hour, 30 minutes, 90 minutes for this. Put it in your diaries. Make sure that nothing interferes with this. I'm so looking forward to seeing all of you into this webinar. We will try and keep reminding you about it. But like I said, please, the more, the merrier. And once again, thank you so much for everybody for joining us tonight. This was indeed an awesome call. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Until next time. Thank you. Good night.